Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Trading with Ashley show. I want to open with a free gift I am offering all of you. I want you to mark it down on your calendars and I want you to click the link below so that you can register for this free gift. I am going to be teaching a free class this Saturday afternoon or evening, depending on your time zone. And it is all about how to get into option trading by selling covered calls. It's the safest way to break into option trading, and it's the exact way that I myself broke into option trading and how I built my confidence enough to walk away from corporate America and trade full-time for a living. So I'm going to offer this to all of you. There is limited space, so go ahead and click the link below, and then we will get into today's topic. Today, we are going to be discussing all things artificial intelligence. Now, I know that this can be intimidating for traders. For one, when we're trying to trade AI stocks, there's a little problem that we all have to deal with. Most of the companies that we're trying to take speculative trades on, they are not yet proven. They don't have a strong balance sheet. And so it's hard as an investor to go too heavy into these particular companies because they may have promise. But for anyone that lived through the whole dot-com bubble, you know that there's certain companies that just forge ahead. And a lot of times you may think you have a winner only to find out that you're holding onto a stock way too long. So I have a solution for you. It's an AI ETF. That's an exchange traded fund. And it's actually a safer way to trade because it is a blended fund with a variety of companies in it. And that does help insulate traders against wild swings. So if you want to get in on the AI revolution, but you don't want to risk it with high risk plays, I think this could be the solution for you. But before we go any further, I want you all to comment below how you use AI today. It's fascinating, all the different opportunities. My favorite way to use AI has to do with self-driving technology. I purchased a Tesla so that I can enjoy the self-driving technology. I am anxiously awaiting the unsupervised self-driving, and then I may or may not have one of those robots on my wish list so that I can take more time to put together content and it can take care of the cooking and cleaning. But I want to know from you, how do you use AI in your everyday life? Here are some of the most common uses of AI. Voice assistants. The voice assistants on your smartphone or your smart home is backed by AI. Sometimes requests can be processed from the phone itself, and sometimes requests are sent to the cloud for processing. And let's face it, sometimes they do get it wrong, especially if you have an accent like I do. It doesn't always know exactly what I'm trying to say. Smart home devices. Now, we've all enjoyed this if we have a smart thermostat. We can adjust the air up or down so that we're comfortable when we come home. Also, those doorbell cameras are great because they will allow you to interact with a delivery person or someone at your door, and that makes it very convenient. Also, you can keep an eye on the comings and goings of individuals, especially on the holidays, as you are having packages delivered and packages picked up. E-commerce. AI is everywhere on online shopping. Notable applications include product suggestions, and the chatbots can help you with sales and returns. Oftentimes, when you do select chat for customer service, you aren't even dealing with a real person, you're dealing with a chatbot. And 9 times out of 10, they can at least help you with some of the basics. So that's always nice. And of course, it saves the customer service reps for the bigger issues. Then trend identification in retail. Online stores, they're not just giving up recommendations when you shop. They're actively using the data on what's selling in their store and to competitors to identify the needs. They use AI to design and manufacture the next big thing so that it's ready when you are ready to buy it. content recommendations. Now, we've all experienced this. If we have watched Netflix or Hulu, we see recommendations pop up based on what we have watched in the past. Now, this really helps them deliver to the consumer based on what the consumer's personalized preferences are. Navigation and travel. If you are my age, you definitely remember those paper maps just opened wide where nobody could really even see out the front windshield because the map was stretched across trying to figure out point A from point B. And it took quite a bit of time to get there. Oftentimes you had to stop just to ask for directions. Well, those days are gone. Now we have AI generated directions and we can optimize our travel. And it takes, quite frankly, less fuel because we now know where we're going. Drug discovery. AI is a part of so many of the things that we touch, especially in the medical industry. Now, the technology has helped establish different discovery platforms. This allows businesses to reuse current medications, and it helps them become a lot more efficient. Also, pharmacists use AI to ensure there's no interactions when a consumer is taking 2 or more medications. They definitely use AI to look at potential problems. Facial recognition to unlock our phones and our computers. Now, when you look at your phone, it unlocks. This makes it very convenient. These features are backed by AI, and they do take advantage of the camera and sensor technology to accurately measure your face so that no one can open up your phone but you. Financial fraud. AI is heavily involved in all of our credit card pattern analysis. It can definitely tell when something stands out that's odd, and you'll get those little notifications, either a text message or a call from your credit card company when it notices a suspicious transaction, and you have to either confirm it or then they have to shut down your card, which is very inconvenient, but it is keeping us safer. Autocorrect. I don't even know if they teach spelling in school any longer. I mean, really, every time you turn around, you can get an autocorrect helping you ensure that you are spelling things correctly. Also, it can translate from one language to another. AI is heavily involved using machine learning, deep learning, and natural language processing to identify incorrect language usage in word processors, texting apps, and other textual media. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. What is this AI ticker symbol ETF? Let me introduce you to ticker symbol AIQ, Global X Funds. And this is on the Robinhood platform. Here it gives you a great rundown of the variety of sectors that is in this fund. Obviously, it's heavy with technology. Now let's look at the top 10 holdings. And this does adjust over time. So they decide what they end up pushing up higher, or if they put other funds in or move them out. And so that's where that management fee comes in that they charge. Meta platforms. Now, I do know that Meta has had an incredible run here lately if you're watching this around this February timeframe. And Meta has made very public statements about how much money they are putting behind the AI movement. And so if you want exposure to Meta through this fund, it will be your highest exposure at this point. Now, Alibaba, this is a Chinese company, and it has 3% of the holding is dedicated to Alibaba. And Alibaba, too, they have shared how much they are focused on AI. And this particular stock has recently come alive, and so there's a lot of attention on it right now. Now, here is a ticker symbol you just don't hear a lot about. It's ticker symbol ACN. And if you are looking at this on Robinhood, you can actually click on the name of the company and it will pull up a lot of information so that you can read a little bit further what it's all about and better understand, especially if you are going to try to build your own ETF. You want to have a good understanding of what the different companies are that you are investing in. Netflix. This one surprised me when I saw that 3% of their fund is dedicated to Netflix. And so obviously Netflix is using AI, but they are combining it with the entertainment industry. And this is another one that has been on a heater lately. So if you want exposure to Netflix and you don't have it, you will get it through this fund. And look at this, Palantir. Of course, Palantir is all in the AI business. They, to me, define what AI is all about. And so you will have a 3% exposure to Palantir in this fund. Samsung made the cut, so that's exciting. You've got Apple. Now, Apple really does need to step up what they are going to do with AI. I'm looking for great things from Apple. They have an opportunity to really come up with some new innovative things that I think everyone is waiting on Apple to really showcase what they can do. Cisco Systems, almost 3% as well. Cisco is one of the more reasonably priced companies in this fund if you were going to try to put it together yourself. And then we round out our list with Amazon. If you want more exposure to Amazon, you can buy it directly or you can get it through this fund. Recently Amazon had a bit of a sell-off after earnings, but it's definitely clawing its way back. And so if you wanted more exposure to Amazon directly, then I'm just looking at the different technicals on it right now. It is coming right here upon its 50-day moving average. This is usually a strong level of support for Amazon. You can see where it touched it at very different points, and it always bounced. So this would be a good time to start to dollar cost average into Amazon if you want to get it at what's considered a fair price. I hope this built your confidence and now gives you something that you can go invest in and truly enjoy the growth that it will offer over the coming years. I hope to see as many of you as possible Saturday so that I can personally teach you all about covered calls. Remember, if you're with me, Trading with Ashley, there's no trader left behind. Now, this recent video that I just made is really cool because it shows you how you can triple your exposure to stocks you really want without even having to sell options. You can watch that right here.